Okay, so it was last summer. I used to hang out with like the same group of people all the time. There was like 4 to 5 of us, and we used to hang out like every single day. And then there was one night where we were like, ooh, like let's do something crazy, like ooh, let's sneak out and like go somewhere, like I don't know. So it was like 1 in the morning, and I was in my room, and like to sneak out of my room, I just had to go through like the sliding glass door in my room, like into the backyard. And once I'm in the backyard, I just go through the gate. And since I live in a cul-de-sac, I like booked it down the street, like as fast as I could into the car, so in case anybody saw me. So we get in the car, we're like, ooh, like where do you guys want to go? Like what should we do? And we decided we want to go to Turnbull Canyon. And if you don't know where Turnbull Canyon is, it's like in Whittier. And, like you go up the hill, and like people go up there and like overview the city and lights and stuff. But there's like all these stories about Turnbull. Like up there's like Hell's Gates, and like there's all these like crazy like vicious dogs and stuff, and people go up there like worship Satan or whatever. I don't know, so we're like, hey, like let's go there, that seems fun. So, and like none of us have ever been there before, so we didn't know exactly how to get there. So we ended up parking like on this residential street. It was like super narrow, like super steep. It was so hard to park. We ended up having like to parallel park. So we ended up parallel parking, and then we parked so far away, so we start like walking up the hills, like this long walk, and we get up to the top, and we notice that there's no like trails or anything to get to the top like there's supposed to be. And it's like, oh, what are we supposed to do? And like all the guys I were with were like, oh yeah, let's just like climb the hill. I'm like, whatever. So we end up having to climb the hill. So I like jump this fence, started climbing up. It takes forever, and it's super steep, and it's so hard to climb. And I'm wearing sandals like an idiot. So like it's super hard. It's like we're getting to the top, we're like almost to the top, and then my friend Michelle gets a call from her dad, and we're like, uh-oh, because like we all snuck out, so like what are we supposed to do? She answers it, and he's like so mad. He's like, where the hell are you? Like, get home right now, you shouldn't be out right now. We're like, uh-oh, like what are we supposed to do? And she starts freaking out, like, guys, we have to leave right now, we have to leave right now. We're like, dude, we can't leave right now, we're almost to the top. Like, we didn't just do all this for nothing. We're just like, please, I'm being so much trouble, we have to leave, we have to leave. It's like, fine, we'll leave. So we like start walking down the hill, but it's like super steep, so we're basically sliding down the hill. And we're getting all dirty, and then so like we get down to the bottom, and we jump over the fence, and once we jump over the fence, we like see someone walking towards us, and we're like, who is that? Like maybe someone we know, because like people we know go up there and stuff. So like looking, and this guy's like getting closer and closer, and then he starts talking to us. And I have no idea what he's saying at first, but then he starts being all creepy, and he's like, oh, like you guys shouldn't be here right now, you guys shouldn't be here right now. We're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, it's dangerous, like, you guys need to go home. We're like, what? Like, he's like being super creepy. So he keeps repeating himself, but he's not saying anything. We're like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, why is it creepy? He's like not answering. He's just like, you guys shouldn't be here right now, you guys shouldn't be here right now. So like, me and my friends were like, oh, like, let's just start leaving, like, let's just go. But then my friend Darian, like, starts talking to him, and he's like, hey man, what are you talking about? Like, you're freaking us out right now. We're like, dude, Darian, like, let's just leave. Like, I don't want to be here right now. He's being so creepy. He looks creepy. Like, I have no idea where he came from, because it's, like, not really anything. It's just black. We couldn't see anything. So he's still talking to us, just same thing over and over again. We're like, Darian, come on, like, let's go, let's go. He's like, hey, man, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. He's an idiot for even talking to him. So we're, like, start walking. We're like, you know what? We're just going to leave him. So we start, like, walking. And then we're like, look back one more time. And all of a sudden, this guy, like, pulls out a knife. We're like, oh my god, what the hell? So we start booking it to the car like as fast as we could, and we're like running. We look, and Darian's behind us. I don't know how he even got away. So we're like running to the car, and we get in the car, we're like freaking out, like, oh my god, like who was that? Like what does he want? Like why did he pull a knife out on us? And then we're like, we couldn't just like leave because the street was so narrow. We couldn't just turn around, so we had to like go back to the top to make a U-turn to turn around. So we're like waiting a couple minutes, because like what if he's up there? Like what if he does something to the car or something? So we're like freaking out. And then so we're like waiting there for a couple minutes, and we're like, okay, like it's time, like let's just go. So we like drive up to the top, and then we make a U-turn, we like look around, and he's like nowhere to be found. Like thankfully, like I have no idea who he was or like, what he wanted from us, so we're like, okay, like let's just bounce. So like we drive home, like we drop Michelle off and everything. Like she got home safe, her dad was probably pissed, like she was grounded for like a week, but it's okay. But like I have no idea who he was, what he wanted, like why he was even up there, but I'm never going back there again. Like, I would suggest not going to Turnbull Canyon, because that was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. That's it.